Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin. It's a brand new day. We had another beautiful, like in the mid 50s kind of night. I guess we got an egg. Always when I start a video, they start talking. So anyhow, I've got to do a lot of work on my seed table. I've got a lot of work everywhere, but the seed table, I think is what I'm going to try to tackle this morning. I've been still trying to tackle all my my bean seeds and my snow peas seeds every night. So I've got all the green beans done and in the baggies, and I've got the snow peas. About most of them are picked off the vine, and then I've just sit there, watch TV, and shell them. So anyhow, today is going to be this day. Oh, speaking of the chickens, well, them speaking of themselves, the chicks had their first night out here last night. I probably should have waited one day because tonight will be like in the 60s, and then there'll be a day near 70 at night. And the days are plenty warm enough, but they all survived it. So I was like, you guys need to toughen up and get out of here. So they're in their cage, but inside the hen pen. So they're all getting used to each other over there. So I have a lot of stuff just needs addressing. Some of it just needs to go on the ground, on a trellis. I need to get these in bigger pots. These are marigolds. These cucumbers, peppers. We had one watermelon pop up yesterday. So there's hope. And I see a little disturbed ground right there. So we might get another watermelon right there. And we'll see. I got these little tomatoes starting to put on true leaves. These are the paste. Somebody told me they look like Julia paste. They're just little small ones. I mean, like that, but they're super prolific. So I'm going to put a bunch in a cup from my friend Tracy. I got to get these out of their cup. These are little patio tomatoes. I can get, people love tomatoes. And then this is I don't know what this is. It says tomato question mark. I don't know why it says Donna. What was I thinking? Who's that? So big tasty. Oh, these can go over in the garden. See, there's just work to be done. I gotta get these in pots. I gotta get these out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this tray. Well, the ashwaganda's in here, so I gotta leave that. That takes 3 weeks to germinate, and so we're just close to 3 weeks. So anyhow, I will explain to you at the end. I think we're going to go into some time lapse here, and just let me get things done, sorted. I'm going to start with soil. Look at this. I have a friend that eats mustard greens. I think I'm going to not chop it, but I'm going to grab this and put it in a baggie and give it to Mr. Jim and his wife, because Mr. Jim is a small motor repair guy, and he fixed my tomato mill for me. So anyhow, we're gonna get that for him. And then I'm using Miracle-Gro moisture control. I can add some perlite. Here's some, this is potting mix. I don't think we're gonna add this. This I do for stuff that doesn't mind cheap soil. Yeah, so grab my tray, my cart. I'm going to amend all the soil with my bone meal, blood meal, worm castings, like I said, the perlite or something like that. Probably top everything with vermiculite. Well, no. Oh, we are starting seeds. I forgot that part. Oh, I got so excited. I totally forgot to tell you that part. So I got a bunch of free seeds at the library. And so the ones that kind of will, mostly flowers, I think, here. So we will go ahead and probably be starting a little bit of these seeds. I decided to put you guys down, and also I brought my hat out because when I did the grapevine, the first one the other day, oh my goodness, I got sunburn on my head without my hat, and I should preach to myself. Okay, I got some bachelor buttons, calendula, sunflowers, caramel hybrid, that sounds cool. More marigolds, purple coneflower, yellow coneflower, gazania. I never knew how to say that. It's cute. Johnny jump ups probably won't do those. I think those are, you got to start more cold weather for those. Snapdragons, we'll save those. Joe Pye weed. I'm not 100% certain. If you guys have grown those and kept them in control, let me know. Camellia. I got to do some more research on that. Sunflowers. Now's the time to start your sunflowers. That's a fire catcher, and this is Hopi Dye. Sunflower. Mammoth sunflower. Zinnias. This is the giant cactus mixed colors. Chamomile is more for winter. I'll hold off on those. You know, chamomile is cousins to feverfew, and I've got feverfew going. I don't know. I used to do chamomile up front the first 2 years of growing that and using that garden and having it established. So I think I wasn't starting it soon enough. But anyhow, lavender lady research. Rosemary, I don't really need rosemary right now. We'll just keep those seeds aside. Sage, oh, I do need sage. Skullcap, I have no experience with this one. And white yarrow. So these are the ones I will start today, and then these others will be hold off for fall winter sowing. So those are the seeds I'll probably get to. And man, let me just get started. My friend Teresa should be here pretty soon. Some of those tomatoes are for her. I think she's here. Buddy just barked. Okay, time lapse. Bye. First container, and that garden soil mix is cheap. It's got a lot of wood in it, not too much nutrition, but it's gonna be well draining. So, and then I put a little bit of potting mix on top. Look at all the wood. You see all that wood in there? Oh, I'm not happy with that, but it will break down, and I'm planning on keeping this pot here for a couple of seasons, I believe. So first of all, I'm going to put my little tag in. I grab the cubanelles, and we're going to start. I'm just going to do a little ring of cubanelles. Some of these are in doubles, so a little bit of a mess. I let them go a little long, and the roots were really tied in well together. But okay, I'll just have to keep an eye on watering these real well, because the soil will dry out being as woody as it is, I believe. And I might even seek out putting some other kind of compost, or I don't know. I'm gonna put something probably on top. I can see it now. Oh, here's 2 more. And I have a couple more I'll probably find homes for to close friends or something. But I'll put, that'll be a lot of cubanelles. Maybe just one in the center there. Yeah, so there you go. How many is that? 7, yeah. Okay, let me get this one back in some dirt before I lose it. Okay, I'm going to kind of do the same thing over here. Mix in all the amendments. There was some potting soil on top, but you know, the majority of it is that cheap soil because I was just trying to fill these big old pots here. I don't know how many gallons those are. They're huge. They're huge. Okay, and so I grabbed 3 of the Magyar paprika peppers. Now I really do feel that these are the same as the Hungarian spice, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of test these here and see. I'm going to put the Magyars right here. Probably should have put the Hungarians in the other pot, but I think I'm going to put, sorry, I still haven't picked up those vines from 2 days ago. Yesterday I just worked in the house like crazy. And then I think I'm going to, I only have a couple of the Hungarian spice, so paprikas, and I'm just going to clean this up right here and put them right across, and that way I can water them at the same time. I don't know, I might be able to amend this soil a little bit. It's awfully sandy. Just try to make, I mean, everything's going to be well draining down here if it's in the ground. And I'm not going to invest in any mushroom compost this spring. I may go ahead and do it in the fall, but right now we're still in that season of everything breaks, and then this week we're in the season of everything needs tires. So yeah, okay, plants just will have to be plants in the ground and do the best we can. I have some more amendments, we'll put those here too. So my carrots aren't doing super good right here because a squirrel keeps eating the tops off of them. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave the carrots in the back, but I have a beautiful open spot right here, and I have a Everglades cherry tomato that I think my grandbabies will absolutely love, having something that is just for them to pick and eat cherries off of. So I'm going to, this is already great amended soil. Look at the roots are already coming off of this. There's nothing that grows faster than an Everglades, that's for sure. Look at that. What a mess. A good mess. They're going to love it. It's already got a bloom on it. And so I'm going to take that and I'm going to put a little cage around it so they know it's theirs. And they'll recognize it every week when they come over. Make sure we water everything in really, really well. Okay, you guys, I just noticed a big problem as I'm dragging this 100-foot hose. The hose wants to drag right over the cayenne hot peppers. So here's one way you can really stop that quickly. Rollers for that, and you can spend your money if you want to. But what I'm gonna do is I have this, I don't even know where the steak came from. Maybe it came with a pot, maybe Jack bought it. But I am going to put it right here. I've done this in other places of my garden. And I will just hammer this sucker in. And I want to hammer it pretty good. Usually by the end of the season, it'll rot where it's been moistened and, you know, it'll become weak. Yeah. And then now it'll just roll right past it without hitting my I want to say cubanelles, my cayenne peppers. And I may put one right here actually. I think I'll go back and see if I have a second one and just, you know, keep it off of the plants, because this is a continuing problem. So if I can just solve it now, that's great. Let me also show you one other thing before I go on watering. So these are my Maypop passion vine right here and right here. I want to say I had another one somewhere. I don't see it in here. Well, maybe I don't. So I got one. Oh, I moved it. That's why. It was right there and it's gone. So I have one for this side of the cattle panel, two over here, and hold on. I put one right here by my post at the entrance of my my chicken walkway to get the eggs. So that'll be kind of cool. I hope it goes up and it carries over. I'm going to try to keep it trained on the right side. And then as these, the Concord here and the Niagara's in the back, the Niagara can run this way along that wire. But as the Concord goes up, you know, hopefully it'll take over this side of the little bridge. Do you see those bees? They're coming back to my little bee box this year, which is great. Glad to see that. All right, let me go finish watering. I can't believe I did this without the camera. I wasn't thinking. I was hungry. I'm hungry. I'm ready for break and lunch. And I came over here to my Bite Me apple with different grafts. And it had this little apple on it. And we ate one of them. One of them fell off in the storm, or a critter or something dropped it. And we ate it maybe close to 2 weeks ago. And I knew they were ready then. And I was just like, by golly, there's an apple growing along with, it came from right here, along with new leaves. And then I saw that I have blooms coming. And I was like, I gotta start eating these apples and getting them off of here. So I thought, I'm gonna steal this one just for myself at the moment. Hold on, eating here. Y'all, this is my second homegrown apple. I think. There was a smidge of one before. Very small. The tree's young. It's overwintered, grown on short daylight. But I'm so proud of myself. I grew an apple in Florida, and it was not one of the top 3. Thank you, JR. I really appreciate you turning me on to your grafted apples. All right, we're going to conclude the video for right now because I am out of free time and I got to go get tires. I have an appointment at 3:30 to get tires on my truck, and then dinner, and then I'll be shelling peas tonight. But let me show you where we left off today. And I put an Everglades tomato right here on the fence line between me and my neighbor. And that tomato is specifically for her to pick off of. I really truly mean that. She can pick off that all she wants. I put the one in for the grandbabies inland in the food forest. Hold on, let me show you. This right here, I had an extra horse wire. I call it horse wire. One, is it 2x4? Something like that. But anyhow, and I had just watered this while I was inside having lunch. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Southwind cucumbers here. Now we're gonna walk and talk since I'm low on battery. I would actually prefer they were in the sun, but I'm leaving that front section of North Garden open. So that's not an option right now. I'm running out of sun-filled spots at the moment. So, okay. Then we have the Hungarian spice. Just 3 paprika peppers right here on that, I don't know, cattle panel number 4. I'm not sure. I never know if I'm calling it number 4 or number 2. And then I have the Magyar paprika peppers right here next to the dragon fruit. And then where are we? And then where are we going? We are going over here. I have several of the cayenne hots. They're probably about 8 inches apart from each other. What else did we do? I think that's all. We got all the peppers done, completely done, which is fantastic. And the cucumbers out of that tray, which is also much needed. Oh, and I skipped by that Everglades tomato, but you guys saw that earlier. Okay, so the tray is completely empty right here. I still got my 1 lone watermelon here. I re-sowed some more African marigolds. They're big gold, orangey, you know, tall. Now, some of them need to go deeper in the ground, but anyhow, so these didn't get to a cattle panel. Maybe tonight I'll do that off camera in my unknown. Then I have extra Cubanelles. Then I have all of these baby paste tomatoes. I've got, where'd it go? Pigeon pea, Black Beauty, all up potted. More patio tomatoes. I got all sorts of patio and paste tomatoes right in here for friends. The only thing I didn't get to are these Amaklis and the Rowan and Bruschetta brown. It's a brown tomato. Not because I didn't want to. I got to get back to the table. Maybe I'll do that tonight, but not in this video. I'm out of battery. And some more African marigolds, looking a little wilty. It's warm today. It's right at 80. And they didn't like being ripped out of their beautiful home and then thrown in here, even though it's wet soil. They'll perk back up tonight. There's more of the African marigolds there. And then I had this one and this one, but I added this one. What is this? Oh, also Everglades. Okay, probably give that away. So, what did I miss? We got most of the patio tomatoes out of this little container. And you know, I think we did pretty good. We had a long list today. And it's not over, but there'll be a part 2, I would guess. Because we didn't do any of those. Where'd they go? Where'd my seed box? Oh, gee, the wind took it. All right, so there you go, part 2. I need to go ahead and pick all these up and get some flowers started. Now they're in all sorts of order. Who knows what's going on now. But I guess that'll be part 2. All right, so with all that said, you guys, take care, God bless. I hope to see you in the next video. Be sure you're subscribed if you're not already. And follow me along for more and more planting. We're gonna stuff this yard full of food, okay? My goal is to beat, I don't know how many hundreds of pounds we had. Maybe, we had 466 one year, but then we had, I think even more, like 600 plus pounds of food 2 years ago. So I'm hoping to beat that record, and I'm trying too. So you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.